It's time to check in on my sinking funds. I didn't do a mid-month check. How bad is it gonna be? Hello everyone, Marlene aka Snowgarner 307 here with you again today to bring a sinking fund month-end check-in. I am a little scared about this check-in because the month of May has just been insane. I normally do a mid-month check-in. Didn't happen. I normally keep a fairly good transaction log for my sinking funds. Didn't happen. So heaven only knows what we're going to run into for this video. So keep our fingers crossed that we can get this done in a timely manner. For those of you guys who have never been to my channel before, welcome. For those of you guys coming back, thank you for coming back and keeping it real here with me. So we are working out of our happy planner, and let's go ahead and head right into our sinking funds. And this is our month-end check-in for April. For anybody that is interested, just so you guys know, this is a PDF that's in my Etsy shop. Commercial done. So I had to pull this out so that I could see what the ending balance was. I went ahead and wrote all the categories in, but I didn't write the ending balances yet. So let's go ahead and get this started and get it done. So how many of you guys are ready for June to start? I am. Today for my check-in is June 1st of 21. So let's go ahead and transfer these dollar balances really quick. So we have a lot of sinking funds, as you guys can see here. I have a birthday sinking fund, and that actually is 4 different funds. I think I'm going to rename that to gifts in the future, just so you know. I've got a back to school fund, a Christmas fund, a clothing fund. My husband and I both have cash emergency funds. Plus, we have savings account that have additional emergency fund money. I have a car sinking fund. I have my garden sinking fund, my holiday sinking fund, my kids sinking fund, land taxes. Anything taxes is always a lot of fun, right? Then I have my personal care sinking fund and our pet sinking fund. Sam's, we have a sinking fund for as well. Saveopoly, and this is one of our savings challenges that we absolutely love. Subscriptions for me. Just so you guys know, I am trying to do this really quickly so our video is not super long. Those of you guys that have joined me before know I am kind of long-winded. I love to talk. Then we have travel. We have home. Then this little line right here means that that is my husband's sinking funds. And we have had a lot of sinking fund money movement, just so you guys know. My husband also changed one of his sinking funds that I used to keep track of into a digital sinking fund. And so that is the per diem right here. So I'm just going to write digital. I left it on this one or this sheet for this time, just because it was the month end and it changed to a digital in the middle of the month, but I wanted to keep it on there. And then this fund right here, my husband's want fund, that I think pretty much went digital too, so I need to talk to him about what he wants to do for that. Then he has his truck fund, and then we have our furniture fund. I left these exactly how we had them this last month. Furniture, of course, needs to get moved up. And I am a person that has to have everything the same. I am a little bit OCD. So I started writing 2 lines through my dollar sign down at the bottom. So I just went through and wrote them all there. I'm going to go ahead and redo this line just so it goes all the way through for per diem. So we will not be counting it at all today. And I do want to let you guys know, for our sinking funds, we keep them all in a accordion file, and I learned this. I give her so much credit all the time, but I learned this from Jessie over at J Whackers. She was one of my main budgeting inspirations, as well as Chrissy over at the Mom Life. So if you guys haven't checked out J Whackers or the Mom Life, make sure you guys go and check those out. So we're going to go ahead and check every single sinking fund to see how we are doing. So let's get this party started. So how many sinking funds do you have in your household? I have, because of course this is 4 sinking funds, right? So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, and 32. And believe it or not, I am looking at adding some more. I like having lots of sinking funds. I'm okay with having a lot of variety. So let's go ahead and get started with birthdays. What we're going to do is I've got 4 categories for birthdays. We are going to try to make this as simple as possible. I am going to look and see what we have added since our check-in, and our check-in for our month end last time was 4/30. So anything dated after 4/30, we're going to be adding into this. And this is where it gets a little bit hard. 4/30. Okay, so it looks like birthdays, I didn't have any money added, so I've just got 17. So I should just have $17 for each account. So I've got 17 times 4, that is $68. So I added 68. Let's look and see if we've got anything taken out. So this one is my son's birthday. Then we have got my general birthday fund, and I do have a $20 withdraw out of that one. I do not believe there are withdrawals out of any other account, but let me make sure. Nope, those 3 are good. So we had $20 taken out of this account right here. And, oh, yeah, that's right. So let's see. So we've got $295 plus 68 minus 20 equals $343 is what we should have. So let's count it up and make sure. We should have $67 in this one. 20, 40, 50, 60, 5, 6, and 7. So we're going to go ahead and add the accounts together like this. 67. Then we're going to go ahead and count each of these. This one is my daughter's birthday. So this one is 100, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. So 139 in that account. And then we are going to go ahead and it looks like my husband's birthday fund. Yes. And this one should be 155, 120, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 155 for that one. And then my son's should be $50. So let's see. 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50. And surprise, surprise, we already have a problem. I have a feeling I might know what it is. It might be that the money that was put on the 30th happened after our check-in. So let's see. So I say we have $411 in there. If I subtract $68, it is $343. So that is exactly what happened. So that was 2 months worth. So let's add the 68. So it was $411. And this is why I generally do my mid-month check-in, but it was just so busy. So we actually put in $136. Now you guys know why check-ins are so important to keep track of your funds. So that is my birthday categories. Like I said, I really think I'm going to rename those to gifts because why does it just have to be birthdays? Now we've got back to school. This one will be a little bit easier to see. So on 4/30, I added $5. Then on 5/28, I added 10. So I added in 15. I did not subtract anything, so we should have $185. Let's make sure. 100, 50, 70, 80, and 5. Back to school is good to go. This next year, when school starts, I'm going to do a summer clothes because I didn't even think about summer clothes for my son. And he needs summer clothes, and my daughter too. Even though I don't have a fund for her, I do like to buy my children things. So that is my car fund. But we have, for some reason, I have these all mixed up. So let's get these in the right order. So Christmas, right here, I show 400. So I added 200. I didn't take anything away. So I should have $600. And let's see this. So we've got 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, and 600. Perfect for Christmas. Then the next thing is clothing. And we did have some money movement here, but the problem, oh, there it is. Okay. So we added $5 on the 30th and we added 20. So we added 25 and we did not take anything away. So we've got $45. Maybe I should just start adding my son's clothing fund into here and everybody, because these are pretty much just my clothes. That would probably be an easy way to fix that. And then we have got emergency save. These are easy because they have not changed. Nothing has changed. Let's just make sure that all the hundreds are there. So we have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000. That is my emergency save. Then let's go ahead and pull out my husband's emergency save. We have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, and 1,000. So we do have that in there. I keep talking about that I'm going to move part of this money into the bank because a lot of times when we need our emergency fund, we are not home, but it's all talk apparently. I haven't done anything. All right, so let's see what we've got here. So we had $524. Then I added 200. I took 522 out. I added 100 and I added 35. So let's use our calculator. So we have 200 plus 100 plus 35. So I added 335 and I subtracted 522. So let's make sure and see what we've got here. Started with 524 plus 335 minus 522. So $337 is what we should have. And luckily that's what our card says as well. So we've got 100, 200, 300, 20, 30, 5, 6, and 7. I just love it when stuff works out how it's supposed to. So we've got car, Christmas, and then next we have got my garden sinking fund. And my garden sinking fund right here. So let's see. So we added 50 and we took 46 away. And the $46 was for dirt or soil. So we've got 540 plus 50 minus 46 should be $544. And let's make sure we've got $544. We've got 100, 200, 300, 400, 450, 500, 20, 40, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Garden is right on point. Then we've got holidays. And so holidays right here. So, not there. It doesn't look like I put any money in last month. I just withdrew money. So I put $20 in on the 28th and I took $50 out for Mother's Day. But I had $100. I am so very confused, you guys. Where did I get $100 from on 4? Oh, right there. $100. So we just added 20. That happened before the month end. So that gave us $120. Let's make sure we have 120 in here. We've got 50, 70, 90, 100, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Perfect for holidays. Then for my children's sinking funds, let's take a look and see what we've got. And I actually need to give my son $10. So I'm pulling that out right now. I always forget to give him his allowance, and he has his own job. So a lot of times he doesn't ask for the money. So let me explain this. We have two different funds. If you've been here before, you've already heard the story. If you haven't been here before, this is for you. So my daughter was supposed to be able to purchase a car for her 18th birthday. Long story short, because of the pandemic, her hours got cut. She lost her job, all of that. She did not purchase a car. For her 18th birthday present, her present was that I was going to pay $100 towards her car payment for 2 years. That would have gotten her through high school and her first year of college. Her birthday was October 31st. She did not have a car. So I promised her that I would just keep putting the $100 that I said I would pay towards a car payment into an account for her. And then this money, when she purchases the car, she can use as a down payment. And then, of course, I will continue paying for however many months are left. So I added $200 here to hers. And, of course, my son's card doesn't even go back far enough. This is the bad thing about not doing a mid-month. But if you look right here, we had $610. So I had to have added the $30. I had to have added $40. Now I'm confusing myself. 610, but he had $20 in there on 5/28, and I added 30. So we have got 840 is our end. So let's go here. We added 200. Yep, 240, and I took 10 out. Does that equal 840? Let's make sure. 610 plus 240 minus 10 equals 840. Sometimes math is so hard. So let's make sure Peyton's account for his allowance has $40, and it sure does. Has 10, 20, 30, and 40 for his. And then Julia's car should have 800. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 750, 800. So the kids' accounts are all good to go. Then we've got land taxes. And we added 32. I don't know if you guys can see that. The light is probably right in your way. So 32 plus 16 plus 16 and another 32. So I added $96. I did not take anything away. So 70 plus 96 equals 166, and that's what our card shows. Let's look and make sure we've got 166. 100, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Land taxes are good to go. Personal care. Personal care is seeing a little bit of pluses and minuses. So I added $40 on the 30th, and I added $50 on the 28th. So I added $90. Then I took out $38 for a purchase from Walgreens, $140 for my eyelashes, and $20 for my son's haircut. So we took out $198. Let's see if this math adds up. So 163 plus 90 minus 198 leaves us $55. And let's see if we've got $55 in here. We sure do. So personal care, right on track. And now pets. Let's see what we've got for pets. So since the 30th, we deposited $75 on the 30th, $75 on the 6th, another $75 on the 28th. So we deposited, I don't know what I did. Did I put 28 in there? Is that what I did or something weird? There we go, $225. So we added $225. Let's see what we took out. We took out $20 for a collar. So 20. We took out $60 for Chewy, for a Chewy order. And we took out $105 for grooming, so $185. Let's see if our math adds up. 450 plus 225 minus 185 equals 490. And let's see, it says 490 there. Let's keep our fingers crossed that the card says, or the cash equals what the card says. So 100, 200, 300, 350, 400, 450, 470, 480, 85, and 90. Another category done. Then we're going to go ahead and get into Sam's. And Sam's said we had 130 and we had deposited 150. And then we made a purchase for $200, which should have left us $80. So let's see, does that math add up? 130 plus 150 minus 200 equals 80. Perfect. So do we have 80 in here? 50, 70, 75, and 80? We sure do. I am going to go ahead and make a new card for Sam's Club. I just use the index cards now. I spend enough money on stickers and everything else that I decided just to use index cards from the dollar store. So our balance was $80. And we're just going to start like that. We've got a new card. We are good to go. This card right here, since we've done a check-in, is just garbage. Then we're going to jump into Saveopoly. And I've got a new Saveopoly card. So luckily, it looks like the only thing we did for Saveopoly is add $45. And we did not take anything away. So 162 plus 45 equals 207, which is what our card says we should have. Let's make sure. 100, 150, 170, 190, 95, 200, 5, 6, and 7. Saveopoly is perfect. Then we're going to get into my subscriptions. And I have got 2 of these in here. I have got my Hulu subscription and my Friendly subscription. So let's spread these out here. So I added $7 each month on the 30th and the 28th to Friendly, and $5 each of these months. So 7 and 7 is 14, plus another $10 is $24. If my math is correct, we will see shortly. We did not take anything out. So 58 plus 24 equals $82. And if we look at our cards right there, we've got one that says 42 and one that says 40, so that should be correct. Let's make sure Hulu has $40. So we've got 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40. So Hulu, and then Friendly should have $42. We've got 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, and 42. Perfect on subscriptions. Now we've got travel, and I have to grab a stack of cash that is not in the divider, and you're going to see why. And of course, I've got these couple categories sitting right here because we haven't done them yet. But here's the stack of cash for vacation. It doesn't fit in the divider, right? But that's okay. So let me explain. We're getting ready to go on vacation. We're going to an all-inclusive resort. We're going to be traveling where we are giving people tips. So we grabbed $300 out of the bank with our vacation sinking fund. So we've got $300 right there. We're going to set it aside. But let's see what kind of movement we've had since the 20th. No, since the 30th. So, okay, so here's where we were right here. $2,532, and then we've had expenditures of $1,700. So we've got to take $1,700. Then I'm going to use my calculator just to make it easier. We had a deposit of $83 plus a deposit of $200 plus a deposit of $125. So we added in $408. My handwriting today, you guys, is awful. So let's see if our math adds up. So 2,532 plus 408 minus 1,700. Okay, so the card matches. So we should have $1,240. So let's go ahead and count this up. As I said, I've got $300 right there. So we've got 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000. 1,000, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40. So that equals our $1,240 for our travel and vacation fund. I am just going to set it off to the side right here because, as I said, it does not go into the folder for some reason. Now our home category. This is one of the ones that I had right here because it was down at the bottom. So home, it says we had $147. You can see right here, the only thing that we have done since then is made a deposit of $52. So we should have $199. Let's make sure. So we've got 50, 1, 50, 70, 90, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So $199 into our home category. And then we're going to jump into my husband's birthdays. And he only has one birthday sinking fund, but he does have some withdrawals through here. So let's see, what did he say? He said he had $335. So he added $40. And my nephew's birthday and my nephew's graduation occurred. So he took out $130. So let's double check and make sure the math is correct. So 335 plus 40 minus 130 equals $245. We also have two other graduations besides my daughter's graduation. So I know that we probably need to add some more money into our account. So for the birthdays should be 245, 100, 150, 170, 190, 210, 230, 35, 40, and 45. So that is right on track with where it needs to be. Then we have got garbage. Yes, garbage. So garbage has had two deposits of $12 each, so $24. We didn't take anything out, so that gives us $34. Let's make sure we've got $34. 10, 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So garbage is right on track as well. Then the next one is my husband's holidays. Let's see what we've got here. So the only thing that he has done in holidays is he has added $40. So he has $180. Let's make sure that $180 is there. 20, 40, 60, 80, and 100. So $180. And then we have got subscriptions. And there are a few different subscriptions in here. So we're going to do the same thing that we did for mine. And we are going to look at all three at the same time. So my husband has Amazon, Disney Plus, and PlayStation. So since the 30th, the only thing that has happened for PlayStation is a withdrawal of $65. And then Amazon has had a couple deposits. And Disney Plus had a couple deposits. But we also did an adjustment because we realized we were putting too much money in for the Disney bill, and it had actually been paid back in December. So I pulled part of the money out and left enough money in there for his Disney bill. So $70 is going to sit in there. We are not going to be putting monthly amounts into his Disney Plus account because he already has it. So we finally figured that out. So let's see, we took $65 out of PlayStation. And we took $43 out of Disney Plus. So we took out $108. So let's go ahead and put that $108. Then let's try to figure out what we put in. So we put $10 total in for Amazon. And we put $6 in for, let me make sure, 10 plus 6. So 16, it looks like only $16. Now let's look and see if I've done this correctly. $259 plus 16 minus 108 equals $167. And if we're supposed to have 167, let's subtract our 70 from there, our 52 from there, and we should have $45 in our PlayStation, which we do. So these three numbers add up to this. So let's make sure everything has what it's supposed to. Amazon is supposed to have $52. So we've got 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 51, and 52. That is correct. Disney Plus should have $70. So it's got 20, 40, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, and 70. So Disney Plus does have $70. And then PlayStation should have $45. And it has 20, 40, and 5. All right. So subscriptions are right on track. Then we have got my husband's want fund, which I think he is moving over to digital. But I have got these $2 sitting in here. So just $2 is all there is. So nothing in, nothing out. And $2 is sitting there. I mean, you can't even buy a coffee for that, but what can I say? So let's see. We had started with $745, so this was after the windshield was bought. So all that has happened is he has added $150. He has not taken anything out, and that equals $895. Let's make sure that there is $895 in here. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 850, 870, 880, 890, and 895. Truck is right where it needs to be. And our last category to keep track of is furniture. We started with $100. I sold something else, so I was able to add another $50 to it. We didn't take anything out. So we have $150, and we do, in fact, have $150. Let me go ahead. I have these in here alphabetical, but I need to make some new stickers because none of them are, you know, where they should be. I've just kind of been putting stuff in there. So I've got to put our giving funds back in here. They got pulled out, but my husband and I do not track our giving funds. We put into it and we pull out of it whatever we deem is necessary. So let me go ahead and add up all these columns and see where we're at. And then I'll be right back.
I'm getting chills when they tell me you're not yourself. Trying to move, but it's hard, I'm out of breath. Oh, nothing belongs to you in life. Oh, the picture of you cuts like a knife. Whatever they call us, whatever they'll do, they're running in circles, circle of fools. Whatever we will miss, got nothing to prove. But in the dark.
Okay, believe it or not, I was able to add this column, add this, subtract this, and add this column again, and I had my math all right. So right now, the money that we have in our sinking accounts is $9,274. So I just want to know, this is a shout out to my friend at Stephanie at Life or Debt. Can we get some budget dance fingers going? That is amazing. And of course, you guys know just as well as I do that if a true emergency happened, we would be pulling all of this money, not just the $2,000 in the emergency save. We would be pulling all of this money to be able to help us with that emergency. So thank you for joining me for my month-end check-in. It wasn't near as bad as I thought it was going to be. I mean, we saw a little bit of growing pains there for not doing my mid-month check-in, but everything worked out just fine. So in June, I really want to try to do my mid-month check-in. I like doing 2 check-ins a month to make sure that everything is on the up and up. All right, everybody. I hope you guys have a blessed day, and I will see you next time. Bye.